Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Spyro Year of the Dragon playthrough. Last time we got introduced to the plot of this game. All of the dragon eggs have been stolen by a mysterious sorceress, and we are here in this part of the world to try and find all of the dragon eggs, as well as stop the evil forces that have come to be in our path this time. We also managed to free a sweet little kangaroo girl named Sheila from Moneybag's grasp, and she asked us to come visit her. So that's the first thing we're going to be doing in this video. We're going to go to Sheila's Alps. So let's go ahead and do just that. So as usual, this is the loading screen. While you're on the loading screen, you can kind of fly around with Spyro. You can shoot fire. You can do little barrel rolls as well. It's just a fun little thing you can do to distract yourself while you're waiting for the levels to load. Normally I'll probably try to cut these out as much as I can, but just wanted to just very quickly show this off again. Yay!
Thanks again, Spyro. Now I have to find out what that nasty sorceress has done to my home while I was locked up.
Hiya, Sheila. While you were gone, a bunch of rhinocs kicked us out of our houses. It's okay, though. Bobby, Pete, and I are working on a clever plan to take them back.
Okay, so Spyro 3 introduces other playable characters. Now, you can only play as these characters in very specific parts of levels and, you know, their own individual levels as well. It's not like Donkey Kong 64 where you can switch to them whenever you want. But honestly, it's really a cool aspect of this game is that you can actually control a couple of different animals, and they all control in different ways. Sheila's kind of cool. She can use her giant kangaroo feet to kick the crap out of enemies, which is nice. Being a kangaroo, she can also jump really high, and she has like kind of a double jump where if you jump and then press the jump button again when you land, you get a really, really high jump, and that's what they basically expect you to do to get across this area. But yeah, much like all of the normal levels of the game, you will have things to collect. Once again, 400 gems, and in this level we only have 3 eggs to find, so we don't have to find 5 like we did in the home world, but we still have to look around and find some other eggs here. But yeah, Sheila's pretty cool. I wouldn't say she's my favorite of the animal friends, animal buddies, whatever you want to call them. Animal assistants. There's so many names that they've given to all the, basically the animal partners in other video games, like the animal buddies in Donkey Kong Country, the animal friends in Kirby's Dream Land 2 and 3.
You can get up really steep cliffs like this one with your double jump. Press the jump button, then press it again exactly when you hit the ground to do a double jump. Once you've mastered it, you can go anywhere you want.
He's not kidding. You can really get to some very high places when you master this technique. The one difficult thing is that it is actually, I think, kind of hard to do the double jump, just because he's not kidding when he says exactly as you land on the ground. Sometimes you might press it too early and then you'll just do another jump as a result. So it can be a little awkward getting this to work, but thankfully you won't have to do very many precision platforming jumps with this, so you don't have to worry about like getting screwed over because, oh no, I didn't time it exactly right, so at least there's that.
Home at last. Here, I was saving this to make an omelette, but I think you deserve it more.
Hey, don't eat baby dragons. That's not right. I mean, I guess technically, like, when you really think about it, like, when we eat eggs, we're also technically, like, you know, preventing them from becoming the animals that they would hatch into, so it's kind of one of those realities, you know? Yeah, you can also use the ground pound with Sheila. You basically perform it in the same way that you would do Spyro's head bash, and you can also just kick those rocks with Sheila's mighty kangaroo feet as well. Really kind of shows that Sheila is probably stronger than Spyro, because She doesn't need to use a head bash to kill these rocks. She can just use her feet. Come on. Ugh. So yeah, one other thing I should mention is, like I talked about earlier, how in Spyro 2, whenever you killed enemies, you would basically get a little orb that would activate a super ability for that level. The enemies actually kind of get reverted to how they worked in Spyro 1, where enemies actually have gems in this game. So once again, like in Spyro 1, you're definitely going to want to try to destroy all the enemies whenever you can, because yeah, the enemies will have gems, and well, we want to get gems, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing, essentially.
Hey Sheila, let's play a joke. Take this egg and smash it on Billy's house, okay? I need to get him back for the last time he butted me off the cliff.
Okay, first of all, no, we're not doing that to baby dragons, so we're not doing that. And second, that was kind of a mean thing that he did, to butt you off the cliff like that, but... Also, doing the chicken dance. Also, that dragon just had glasses, like... Imagine being born with glasses. It's like definitely something you'd see in like a cartoon animated world of some kind. Okay, I believe I need to actually ground pound these mushroom houses. Mushroom houses do have a lot of gems, so... They also infinitely spawn these Rhinox. That's what the main enemies are called in this game. They're called Rhinox. Much like in the first game, how the main bad guy species was called Norks. These are Rhinox. Okay, is that everything? Not quite. We're getting pretty close to getting all the collectibles. We just have a few more things to get.
If you ever forget how to control a character or vehicle, just go to the pause menu and select controls.
Okay, so helpful reminder if you ever need a refresher on how to control something. But yeah, it said characters and control, or characters and vehicles. So, guess we'll be getting some vehicles in this game, huh? Smash these, smash those. Still missing some stuff. Probably like a high platform that we missed or something like that. Let's go ahead and grab this for right now.
Thanks for the help, Sheila. Oh, you can have this egg I found in my house.
See, you're the best goat because you're the only one who didn't want to like smash or eat the eggs. So thank you. Thank you for being a good goat. Okay, so grab this. I'm trying not to fall off the platform here. Okay, let's go ahead and see where the other... Oh, I guess there's some stuff over here I didn't see. There's a fiver. We're still missing a few things, though. Okay, he's pointing over there. Could be pointing... I don't know if he's pointing... Oh, I missed that. That's likely going to be what's left. I, for some reason, didn't see that, though. Okay, there we go. We've collected all of the gems. We've 100% completed this level, so now we can actually leave. So, let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, that's our first level 100% completed. So, my advice is whenever you get to a new homeworld, the first thing you should do is immediately just unlock the animal companion that's in that homeworld. because getting into this next part of this game, much like Spyro 2, there will be times where you need to backtrack to a level you've already been to before. And although I do find backtracking in that fashion annoying, when you could be able to just, complete everything on your first go, I at least appreciate in this game that it's actually pretty clear and obvious when you need to backtrack. It's quite literally like, you get to a point, it's like, oh, I need a specific animal companion to get here. At least I can just mark this off, get everything else, and know what exactly is left whenever I do get that other animal companion. So while the backtracking is still kind of annoying, and I wish it was the way it was in Spyro 1, where there was literally no backtracking whatsoever, I do at least think the backtracking is better handled in this game as opposed to Spyro 2. So that's just my own personal thoughts and opinions on that. But yeah, now that we have that level done, we're going to go ahead and start moving on to the next level. We have the Sunny Villa. So let's go ahead and see what's inside here. Okay, so unfortunately, another thing that we need to talk about is the world building and cutscenes. That was one of the strongest aspects of Spyro 2, I think, where basically every level had its own kind of like unique story going on, and basically you had to do something to help the inhabitants of that world kind of cope with the problems that they're currently dealing with. That is still kind of present here, but you don't get the same cutscenes that you do in Spyro 2, which I think definitely gave that game a little more charm in its worlds and everything. But there are still a lot of unique and diverse worlds around here, so I'm still going to give this game some credit. But it does kind of suck that those cutscenes are gone. But let's go ahead and find out what's exactly going on here.
Oh my, can you help us? Hordes of ferocious Rhinox have overrun our town and kidnapped the mayor.
Oh no. Well, we need to rescue the mayor, I guess. So yeah, this is the first level, the Sunny Villa. It's a pretty standard level. It's a standard first Spyro level where it's pretty simple. You don't have like a lot you have to really worry about or do. You just kind of have to go through the level normally. All the things are pretty well out in the open, like all the gems and everything. All the challenges are pretty obvious. So yeah, it's a pretty nice and standard first level of the game. I approve of it. Okay. Also, yeah, the little enemies, the enemies that don't really attack you, those enemies will be hoarding butterflies, which the butterflies basically kind of restore your health if you ever take hits. For those who don't remember, you have kind of a Sparks-based hit point system where the color of Sparks will actually depend on how much health you have. When Sparks is yellow, that means you can take basically 4 hits, I believe. When he turns green, he has only 3 hits. When he's blue, you only have 2 hits, and if there's no Sparks at all, that means if you ever get hit there, you will take a death, so be careful of that. And yeah, that's pretty much how Sparks works in this game. So if Sparks is not yellow, smart thing to do is if you ever see a smaller enemy nearby, definitely go around and kind of harvest some butterflies so you can get Sparks' health back to normal. So here's where the main combat of Spyro really starts to kind of come into play here. You only really have 2 methods of attacking enemy. You have your charge and you have your flame breath. Now, normally with enemies that kind of have shields, you want to charge those because usually that'll block the flames that Spyro shoots with his flame breath. Now, when you have bigger enemies, like this enemy over here, they're going to be pretty bulky, so a shield will a charge will more than likely not work. But that's why you just use the flame breath on them instead. So that's essentially how the combat works in Spyro. Pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty obvious. Also, I mistakenly said that blue was the 1 hit of Sparks left. That's actually the opposite. Green one is. It goes yellow, blue, green. So, my bad. You would think green would be second because, green is a variation of yellow, but it is what it is. So I guess one thing we can do right now is we can also take a look at, well, first let's go ahead and take a look at this Dragon Egg here as we rescue Vanessa. Let's go ahead and look at our guidebook. So for the guidebook, once again, 400 gems. And we can also find 6 eggs in this level, so there's a lot of eggs here. That's like more than half than the eggs we need for that one portal in the main part of, what was that area called? The Sunrise Spring. Okay, that's what that level is called. But in addition to that, to those aspects, there's also, of course, the skill points. And there are actually 2 skill points for this level. You may have noticed all those trees that we've been burning. Burning all the trees will give us a skill point there. And there's also a skateboard course record that we need to beat. But we'll talk about the skateboard course later once we actually find it. For now, let's just focus on the area we're currently in as we continue to collect a lot of the collectibles that are here. So I think we want to go... I think I'm going to go back here. This will allow us to... No, we want to go up here. That's where we want to go. Burn this tree. But yeah, much like all the other Spyro playthroughs, we will be going for all the skill points. Some of them can be a bit obnoxious. I think Spyro 2 actually probably had the... Well, I don't know. Maybe Spyro 1 had the best... or easiest set of skill points. I really don't know. I feel like the Spyro 1s were probably a bit easier because there weren't skill points initially in that game. So they kind of had to find ways to incorporate them. And it honestly got to a point where it's like, oh, let's just try to beat all the bosses without taking damage. That's how some of them were anyway. Okay, so there's another dragon baby we rescued there. The tree we can burn. Unfortunately, we can't get back to where we were, so we'll have to climb up that pathway again, but that's okay. I wanted to actually check and... yeah, I didn't actually burn this tree. I didn't burn it because I was going to talk about it, but then I forgot to burn it when I actually left the area, so that was my bad. So I was like, did I burn that tree? It turns out I didn't. Go me. Go me. Okay, well, let's go ahead and keep on climbing. We're going to go back to the updraft that we found here, because there is another area we can get to. We can actually go over here, and we actually have another Sheila area. So yeah, this was a mistake I made in my first playthrough of Spyro 3, where I actually came to this world first, found this, and then later found out, oh, I probably could have actually saved some time if I actually rescued the kangaroo first. But, you know, I didn't know. But yeah, as you can see, we have a portal here. These portals will basically lead to little side areas. Mainly areas where you can control these animal companions. But there are also some other areas that, you know, you don't need to have the companions for. It just can control with Spyro alone. And there is usually some gimmick in those areas as well. But one thing you can do is, whenever you're in these areas, obviously Sparks is not pointing at it, but one thing you could do is you could try to collect all of the gems in the main area. And then once you do, Sparks will point at the portals. So that'll basically let you know, okay, there are things in this portal I still need to get. But since there are gems elsewhere, Sparks is not pointing at that. But this is a pretty easy level to do, so I'm not going to worry about it right now anyway. Plus, I definitely just see some gems down there. But let's go ahead and do this area first, just to get it over with.
Hey, Spyro. There are Rhinox everywhere. Maybe I can find some peace and quiet at the top of this tower.
Okay, Sheila, that sounds like a plan. We'll go ahead and do this sub-area, and then maybe we'll call it a video then.
Alas, I have lost my love. She's being guarded by evil Rhinox at the top of yonder tower. Can you rescue her for me?
Okay, I think we can do that. See, that's another thing you can kind of do when it comes to making sure that you have all of the gems in these areas, is that you can actually try to collect everything, and then before you leave the area, make sure you use the gem radar of Sparks, and he can actually let you know if you did collect everything. And if he's pointing at the portal, that means you did collect everything, and then you have to go back to the main area. That is actually pretty helpful, because like the last thing you want to do is like think you complete this area, leave, and then find out later, oh, there's just like one gem lying around that I could have picked up earlier. That's like a 100% completionist nightmare is when stuff like that happens. In any game, not just Spyro games. And it's already kind of annoying in Spyro games, just because of the nature of, you know, sometimes gems just kind of drop and can be in very specific places just out of your view. And that can be kind of obnoxious, because backtracking can be annoying sometimes. What can I say? Okay. Trying to go down slowly so I don't mess anything up or miss anything. Here we have kind of a fun 3D platforming section. It seems like a lot of 3D platformers have sections like this where you have to climb a tower on its side. Mario 64 had it, Banjo-Kazooie had it, DK64 had it with the lighthouse. A lot of games that require you kind of climbing a tower in this fashion. It's a 3D platforming staple. Boom, boom. It is really, really fun destroying enemies with the Sheila's feet. It's just so much fun because you just kicks them. It's like, don't even need any weapons, anything. Just use your awesome butt-kicking feet.
What? Marco sent you here. I've got a restraining order against him.
Oh. Okay, well, I guess we'll try to keep him away from you then. Aw, that dragon thinks he's a dog. That's cute. Okay, so I think, obviously Sparks is pointing down. I don't know if he's pointing down at the portal, though, or if there's potentially something we missed. I don't know if I want to fall down all the way, but I think I can. It looks like there's something up here. Yep, okay, there we go. But wait, there's more. Oh yeah, there is more. There's like more down here. I'm trying to think of how we're doing so far for the collectibles. I think I had 500 at the end of... We're more than halfway done then, since we'll be at 900 once we fully complete this level. Okay, I think he's pointing at the portal. So I think we're good. We just have to do some backtracking here. Yeah, it looks like he's pointing at the portal. Yep, so he's not pointing anywhere else. That means that we've gotten everything from here, so we can leave. And now we're back in this area, so let's start looking for some more things to collect. Burn some more trees. Okay, it looks like he's pointing this way, so let's keep going.
Hi, Spyro. Each time a fairy zaps you, like this, it means your progress has been saved. If you get into trouble, you'll return to the last place you got zapped.
So yeah, basically, whenever you take a death, you'll actually go to the last ferry that you crossed. And essentially, one thing you probably want to do is while you're going through a level, if there's like any annoying enemies or situations you've gotten yourself through, it may not be a bad idea to go back, just re-trigger the ferry to save your progress, because that'll actually prevent enemies you've destroyed from coming back. Run, chicken, run! Oh. Well, he tried to run anyway. Well, looks like we're gonna need to torch some Rhinox then. That's the only thing we need to do then. Let's just torch them all. Let's just get rid of them all. You must go away. What's up?
Thanks for the help, but I think I could have worn him down sooner or later.
I disagree. I don't think you could have done it. I'm in denial about that. We're actually about done with like the main part of this level. After we do that, we'll probably end the video. So we're like quite literally at the end here.
Thank you for rescuing our town. As mayor, I ordered you with one of our famous giant chicken eggs.
That's not a chicken egg. I do like how he's doing the chicken dance, though. Also, his name is
I'm
Sanders.
sorry. That was the ugliest chicken I've ever seen.
His name is Sanders, I guess. Colonel Sanders. That's kind of funny. Well, I don't want to make any Kentucky Fried Dragon jokes, so we're not going to. That's just the way it is. Okay, I believe that's the last tree. Yep. Okay, so he burned all the trees. All we have left, I believe, is the skate park. Yeah, that's where Sparks is pointing. So I'm going to go ahead and actually end this video here. But next time, we will finish up the rest of this world. We'll go to the skate park, have some fun there, get some eggs, and I believe after that, we'll actually be done with the world. So, yeah, let's go ahead and stop here then. This has been SlimKirby. Thank you guys for watching. Next time, we'll finish up the rest of the Sunny Villa, and then we'll move on to the next world. So, yeah, see you guys then. Later, folks.